Hey guys, WCC here again. It's been a while since we've been doing some real recording, done some real modeling. So let's kill two birds with one stone today. I was going to record this last night, but unfortunately we had some bugs lying around, partially related to the recording frames per second because, well known fact, some of the mesh notify functions in Unreal Engine 1, aka Deus Ex's engine, are frame sensitive. So depending on how many frames per second you get and how many frames it renders an animation for, it may actually skip mesh notifies. Very fun fact there. So yeah, anyways, we're here to test a basic low-tech arsenal, and we've got the new addition of the Shuriken's Ring. This weapon is as dirt simple as they come. No doubt about it. I mean, so let's go over its very complex anatomy. That's it. Just ring. Ring. Yeah, it's the cast iron ring, has a cap pinned onto one end, and then it has a spring-loaded trigger that it uses to toggle the gate, and holes in the middle of the shuriken just slide around the ring. It's that simple. So yeah, that is definitely a very simple weapon. You just dispense and you throw. It is, like, it's ridiculous how comically simple it is. And we have always various means or types of shurikens, so let's go over them. We have standard steel. These are simply forged steel shurikens. They hit with enough force to kill a man if it hits him in the face. Like, nice square in the face, no question about it. And unlike the competing rev bow darts, they do not shatter against armor because they're not going fast and they aren't as brittle. They are slower velocity, higher arc, but more overall kinetic force being delivered. However, because you have to dispense them one at a time, it has a lower rate of fire, but also higher capacity than the rev bow. In this sense, the Shuriken could be called the low-tech shotgun in a sense. Effective out to only, at most, medium range. Very high stopping power. The armor has no comparison, that's just kind of a thing. High per hit damage, and generally just really simple to use, and long reload times as well. So we have poison shurikens. These actually aren't that deadly on their own, especially against targets with heavier armor. Against light and medium armor, if you can hit a lower armored portion of the body, such as the legs or the arms or the head, serrated shurikens are way better. With their brittle copper nature, allows for a good amount of bleeding to be invoked, and your target can bleed out in a matter of seconds and die horribly, which is pretty good if you don't want them to kill you. Poison shurikens are more modest. They aren't quite as deadly even against low armor targets. However, you can throw multiple into a target and just stack the poison to higher and higher levels. And because the poison is an agent and it doesn't rely on getting a certain threshold of damage to the flesh to invoke the effect, it will always transfer poison of some degree of another, as long as you land a hit. Against heavier armor, that may be an incredibly small amount of poison, but it is still some poison. We have explosive rounds. Shurikens make a thwack sound when they impact a wall or a target. If you kill a target within less than 0.6 seconds or in a single hit, they will never yell, even if they die and aren't knocked out. So poison shurikens are good if it goes loud and you need to trank the crap out of a dude, just to make sure he goes down quietly. But the thwack can certainly be a little exposing, but also can be used if you're clever as a good method of stealth. These explosive shurikens don't leave your enemy guessing, though. If they go off, they go, holy crap, what was that explosion? And they go and see you standing there throwing exploding shurikens at their buddy. That doesn't take very long for them to react to. So the advantage of explosive shurikens, in contrast to the disadvantage, is simply that they have extreme armor damage multiplier. So basically, if you're fighting someone in there in crazy heavy armor, or at least really heavy armor that would make most of the shurikens pretty ineffective, save for maybe multiple hits from poison, you can just throw one exploding shuriken, and then another, and then another, and just keep pelting them with these exploding shurikens as they just pierce right through the armor with their explosive force. Pretty simple, it's what you expect from exploding shurikens. We have high velocity. These have less arc and higher travel speeds, so if you're new to shurikens, these are much easier to use. However, these are made of a titanium alloy, which is why they are lighter weight and higher speed. These are very expensive and usually later in the game to get your hands on, which sounds pretty contradictory, I know, but it is what it is. These are really just more of convenience, I guess, even if you're familiar with the weapon. They're lower the lower drop and higher speeds make you goof up less often and even in accuracy. So they still have a use there. And I believe they deal slightly more damage as well, but not a whole lot. And their effectiveness in this armor is identical. Serrated shurikens, as already mentioned, brittle copper, lots of snaggy edges. They impact flesh, rip up flesh, shatter from their brittle nature, and then cause a lot of bleeding. So everything you need to know about the Shuriken ring in a nutshell is that it's high capacity, high damage, low burst damage, not high single shot damage, and very long reload times. The Rev Bow has low effectiveness against armor, pretty solid punch, honestly pretty good damage all around, very good accuracy and range, especially considering it's a projectile weapon, and but has low capacity and an intermediate long reload time. The US rifle has pretty good range too. Instant hit, requires the least skill to use, but has single shot capacity and intermediate long reload times. So with this gun you don't want to miss, but it hits very, very, very hard, so what else could go wrong? Give me a moment. I'm going to answer some text chat I'm getting bombarded with here, and we'll get back at things in just a moment and go do an operation to test this all out. Alright, so anyways, let's do some brief demonstration of the weapon now we have some time on our hands. I bound all the ammunition to the belt. This does two things. Firstly, I can use 5 through 9 to select any of an entire arsenal of shuriken types. This is overkill, I'm not going to lie, I just want to test them all out. And secondarily, I can pick them out quicker and reload with them faster. So we can just go ahead and load up one at a time. And yes, this will take some time, even with the 20% reload speed bonus. And boom, there we go. Serrated shurikens. Copper as heck. Currently explosive shurikens don't look anything like the workbench counterpart, and that's probably not technically feasible. I would freaking adore for them to look like that. But the amount of work required would be absolutely astronomical, and I just have to acknowledge we don't have the time and resources to do that. And yeah, you can see it even reskinned in third person, because why the hell wouldn't they? And all in all, I feel pretty good. Yeah. So we're going to go on a mission here. We're going to go to O2 NYC Warehouse. Now, my first attempt at doing a demo, it went pretty well. Let's see if we're so lucky the second time. I think I found out last time that high-velocity shurikens were absolutely freaking amazing. Well, I'm going to resist using them because I hate myself. No, just kidding. I want to actually test things. But serrated shurikens, still my number one. I freaking love these things. Explosive, close second. The serrated shurikens, even though you only can recover standard shurikens, keep in mind, and they're not very effective against heavy armor, their bleed effect is fantastic, and their extra damage, even just ripping into the target a little bit, can help aid with one-shot takedowns on low armor targets.
I can swear I heard something.
Things. There we go. And you're probably teleported somewhere randomly in his patrol route now.
Fascist.
And normally I would beef up the difficulty, but also normally I would give myself medkits. So you see that guy was a little pushing on my range. I could hit him if I was a little more warmed up in the zone, but not exactly the range at which the shurikens thrive best. They're closer range, and they are hard to use, but I find that they're very good in cover. Because while you're sitting there dispensing a shuriken, you can pop in and out of cover, potentially block or confuse enemy fire for very short intervals, and rinse and repeat, which makes you pretty survivable, actually. It's pretty weird. You'd think that that would be a huge trade-off in the day's end for the lower rate of fire, but, it works out pretty well. I just saw a dart shatter against his armor. Crap. We're in trouble. Oh, good, he bled to death. Surprised I didn't notice he was bleeding to death. Yeah, normally, you can tell when someone's bleeding to death because there's blood all over the goddamn floor. That's not really hard to realize. So, the good news is about bleeds, you can tell if someone is actually critically affected, if you're not, in the dark.
Sweet, I got it.
Yeah, look at that. Darts are shattering straight in two. Fantastic, and that guy only had medium armor. The red bow certainly does have its limits, I hate to admit. But even if it gets a 2/3 damage reduction from shattering against armor, it's a pretty damn effective weapon. Right.
Look for the building with the antennas.
This is where the gust rifle comes in, baby. You get a one-shot kill. Fired way too high. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, he's just very angry. Ooh! Good shooting. Yeah, I guess my second shot there missed. Yeah, I know, that's that guy's dad's heck. So now we'll load new musket ball. Try and get more lucky the second time. The gust rifle's limited range dictates that unless you have a really good version of it, it's pretty hard to get a one-shot kill off at long ranges. But if you get that one-shot kill, you'll know that, little chunk of a dude's head gets blown out, and he just falls to the floor like that. That's what this gun does best. Also, practicing with low-tech weapons will also give you an edge in using the gust rifle.
30 credits says I get it.
Oh, wow, look at that. Accidental stealth.
Pig.
There we go. Nailed him. Alright, great. Now we're getting to longer ranges back here, so I'm going to swap over to some high-velocity shurikens real quick. This is the most ninja one we've done yet, I swear. We're going to have one even more ninja than this, just so you guys know. Because Entree's working on the gust bow, but he has to work out a bunch of software technicalities and stuff, all the learning how to get the export to the janky format that is Deus Ex. I had to walk the exact same road, so I got mad respect for what all he's putting up with. But once we get that in the picture, we're going to have a complete low-tech arsenal, theoretically. Whew, look at that. Look at that. One-shot kill. Buddy doesn't even know what's going on. Just climbing on rooftops and knocking dudes out quietly. Brilliant. I'm going to have to check the code later, because I'm pretty sure there's a slight vertical offset in where the hell the gust rifle actually fires when aiming down sights. I'm pretty sure it's accurate, but it could always be very slightly off. It could just be the cone of accuracy as well.
Oh, I heard something. Fascist.
Oh crap, he's doing it for stairwell. Oh boy. Just gotta act like a Majo star here and just run away at light speed. Oh, geez, 45s, had to be 45s. Oh yeah, by the way, the AI knows how to calculate for arc pretty well now. I've been working on the code increasingly. So as you can tell, that guy ain't exactly playing around. Those were some hits waiting to happen. If not for the low speed, he would have totally nailed my ass. Oh! Holy crap, is that a grenade shell? God damn it. Woo! Wow, I should be dead. I really should. Instead I'm just a head, one arm, and a freaking almost dead torso. Wow, that was not planning. Rest in pepperoni. Come on. Just gotta find my mark. Nailed him. Alright, there we go. Oh, holy crap. I think this is where the operation goes south. But, dude, who killed my dog? Who does this? Alright, so we're gonna cheat because I forgot to bring medkits again. And this is the one heal I'm gonna give myself for the sake of demonstrating things properly. So now we had a demo a while back. Oh! Oh man, right, yeah, it blew a dude's head open. Holy shit. I love our ghosts. Oh! Can't be stopped. Oh, there's a dog. Oh! Yeah. This is where high velocity thrives, people. Let's see what else we have. Let's throw some poisons up first. S and G's here.
Stay cool. Guy's still around.
Oh yeah, also worth noting, we've added ammo weight, if you haven't noticed, and fractional encumbrance. So basically these shurikens all have this fantastic deal where they weigh quite a lot. 8 rounds is 2.8 pounds, and a full supply of 64 rounds, or about 8 magazines, air quotes because technical inaccuracy. 8 ringfuls, let's call it, is about 22.4 pounds. Forged steel weighs a lot.
Is someone there? Fascist. I got this one.
Let's say, little punk. There we go. So he passed out after 2 shurikens. First one might have taken him down later, but it was kind of a dice toss. Right. Movie, yeah. Pardon my science this day, by the way. It's just allergy season. The more I go for runs, the more my body remembers it's supposed to have allergies. Oh, 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 okay. Now we can just do a stealth takedown.
Quiet. I think we got cops. That's it. He's a cop.
Oh, damn, they know. Oh, you just watch his body hit the floor. Of course he knows. Oh, no. Slugger guy, no. Please have mercy. Oh, God. Grenades. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's gonna pass out in a second. Since he's poisoned, he's slower and his accuracy is quickly becoming garbage. That is the one advantage of poison and bleed. Please die. Please die. Please, mister. Thank you. I gotta resist liberating that slugger. I'm just not gonna use grenades.
I'm gonna get this pig.
I didn't tell him. Crap. That did. Yeah, so throwing projectiles or shooting darts into walls is generally a pretty good way to distract the enemy. But it's not 100%, and it only works against single targets. When you get other buddies in the picture, they kind of notice you walked up with a knife and you hit you in the back of the head with it. Which isn't exactly the stuff they seem to do in front of someone's freaking eyes, but you know, it is what it is. There we go. Generator's toast.
Good job,
Ejaculate
JC.
team.
The
Should
power
love
just
some
died at the
serrated while we have
NSF
time.
headquarters. Now it's up
Let's
to
load
Paul.
high velocity.
Go to
There we
the
go.
roof. A chopper is arriving with Agent Herman on board. He will lock down the warehouse while you take the chopper back
Pretty
to
gust
HQ.
rifle fire. Hostile ninjas in the area. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. They're
I
all
think we
here.
got an
Don't.
intruder, fascist.
The back of the torso shot might have invoked some bleed if I'm lucky. Is that another slug? No. Oh, no.
Take him out.
Ooh, wow, that's interesting. That was a cool render bug. I'm gonna have to check that out in the code sometime. Oh, he's bleeding, yep. Oh wait, nope, not quite. That was just all our blood that spilled randomly. Dang. And Conjuring. There we go. Nailed him. Alright, team, mission accomplished. Well, that's our demonstration for today. We just absolutely... Oh wow, they killed Gunther. Well, lovely. Anyways, so that's the demonstration for today. Hope you all enjoyed. And once we get the Gust Bow, we're probably going to do another full arsenal breakdown on low tech. And probably go on a bigger mission to prove how viable it is. If you're willing to be playing with a bit of a handicap, so long as you can keep it quiet. Anyways then, that's all for now. WCCC, signing out.